lovely. I do appreciate that. We have one more little thing for y'all to do. Today being the goal of today, to really mix around a little bit, get to know each other, and kind of open ourselves up to new people, new opportunities. So we have a scavenger hunt, and you're going to have 5 minutes for everybody at your table to find these things in your purse or your pockets or something. Okay, so often it's the little things that we do, the little changes that we make that make the biggest difference in our life. So for instance, if you brush your teeth, a minute in the morning, I guess I was going to ask Diane today, a minute or two, whatever the official rule is, a minute or two in the morning, a minute or two at night, you get to keep your teeth longer, right? I mean, it helps, you get less cavities and all. If you don't brush your teeth, that's not a very good help. Tell me a few other things that you know, if you do a little bit, actually has a long-term benefit. Anybody want to volunteer? Yes.
If you read the Bible as a child, you'll return to it when you're old, and there'll be lots of fruits of the Spirit.
Excellent. That's exactly right. That's very true. And that has life-changing difference, right? Even if we spend 5 minutes, and I often share with people, the thing I am most consistent with is my inconsistency. I mean, I just have a hard time being really all the time consistently good. It just doesn't happen. What can I say? So, but if you're kind of out of the habit of spending some time with the Lord and in the Bible, do 5 minutes. Because that 5 minutes will enrich your life, and then you'll want more, and that desire for more, and it'll turn into a longer time. But if you start out saying, I'm going to read the Bible through this week, I'm going to spend an hour every day, chances are that's so overwhelming when you sit down to do it that you wind up not doing it, and then you say, well, I already blew it this year. I already blew it last month, so then you don't do it, right? Or am I the only one that happens to? Yeah. All right. So what else is a short, small thing that actually has long-term, it's a small amount of time. It doesn't have to be an hour or 2 hours or go to the gym for 3. Like that is just not going to happen in my lifetime unless God totally strikes me and says, do it. Which, please don't, God. Okay, what else? What else is a short change that makes long-term benefit? Anything else? Have you yes?
Hanging up your clothes whenever you take them off.
Oh, that is so good. That is excellent. Did you hear her? If you hang up your clothes when you take them off, or put them away, then you don't have a big pile on the floor later. How many of you have ever had a teenager?
How many times I've had to re-wash clothes for my granddaughter that have never been worn because they sit there for so long, they get dumped on the floor, and you finally think, oh my gosh.
Just do that. I love that. I'm going to put them on that. I'm going to try to remember that. Put that in that. Flush it out. That's right. Flush out all those toxins. It's really about changing our mental attitude. It's all about what you think about. The Bible talks to us and says, so a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. You've also heard, what you think about, you bring about. It's when we begin to change our thinking, and so it's like, okay, I can change my mind, and I can drink 1 extra glass of water, and maybe next week, I haven't decided yet, but maybe next week I'll decide to walk a little longer. I take my dog out 3 times a day, so that is really helping me. But if I took her on a little bit longer walk, it might be a little bit more beneficial. So I'm thinking about it. I have to think about changing to think about it. Okay, so, like meet somebody new, or when you go into a new environment, what is it that you think about? Are you looking to find something wrong, or are you looking to find something good? We've all now experienced, we're in the middle of this wonderful new church. We're all now part of Grace. Isn't that awesome? Let's clap for ourselves. And how many of you were at the service on Sunday? Were a lot of you there? Good. I thought that was the most amazing. It was so beautiful.
Didn't feel like 2 hours, did it?
It did not. It was just, and as I was sitting there, from all the voices in the choir, Dr. Dorway did such a beautiful job on the organ. It just sounded like heaven. And the bell choir, and then the Jubilee singers, and the worship team sang, which we loved. We had a great time doing. And then the bagpipes, were they not out of this world? Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, Lord, this is the way it's supposed to be. When you bring in all these different elements, it's like, it doesn't matter. We could have been in a high school auditorium. We could have been out in the grass. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what style. Not one is any better than the other. It's just all good. And it was so nice to just be part of that whole thing of sharing in those moments together. So I thought it was just a beautiful time. And as I continued to think about that this week, and knowing that I was going to come and talk with you, I think we need to be more open to more